Okay, let me jump into the proceedings tonight. We're here really to debate three prominent political philosophies, often discussed on college campuses like this. And it sort of strikes me that through this format, we have an opportunity to possibly learn more through this kind of debate than through the debates that we've recently seen. So it's really sort of a good thing. But anyway, let me start by giving you each a chance to summarize your political philosophy in essentially short, simple terms, so we can get to know your philosophy as well as you a little bit. How does your political philosophy, is it distinguished, and how does it differ from the other two people that we'll be hearing from tonight? So for this, I'd like to start with Anna.
Well, I just want to start off by saying, can everyone hear me? Yeah. I just want to start off by saying that it's a pleasure to be here tonight with all of you in Arizona. I haven't been in Arizona before, so I love meeting libertarians, and I love that there's an organization that gets young people to be politically active. So I'm here to represent the liberal ideology, but I think it's important to point out that while I do represent the liberal ideology, I don't fit into a perfect box. Liberals believe that, when it comes to fiscal policy, there needs to be regulation in order for a capitalistic society to succeed. Liberals believe in personal freedoms, especially when it comes to reproductive rights, when it comes to drug policy. And liberals believe that you have to have a fair tax policy in place in order for people who have become successful, people who have taken advantage of the opportunities that this great country has provided them, to basically contribute back to society so other young people will have the same opportunities that they've had.
Okay. Awesome.
Okay. Yes, I'd like to also say thank you very much for the opportunity to be here from the Young Americans for Liberty, and it's a pleasure to be here. Also, thank you to Arizona State University for hosting, and to my esteemed colleagues, J.P. Freire and Anna Kasparian. Thank you very much for coming. Ladies and gentlemen, I come here tonight as a libertarian, arguing on behalf of the cause of total liberty. And as a libertarian, I believe that the future of this nation hinges on a return to a mindset of self-reliance, economic liberty, social tolerance, and a policy of neutrality in foreign affairs. I argue for these things because I believe that free market capitalism is not only the most economically efficient method to build a flourishing civilization, but it is also the most moral system that creates technological innovation that can produce a cleaner environment. And it is also one that spurs racial and gender equality by giving poor minorities and women the ability to rise through class ranks that were prohibited in previous societies. I believe in private charity over government charity. I believe that compassion and helping the poor is good, but that voting for the government to use guns to take from some and give to others is immoral, lazy, and unjust. People need to be fed, and they do need to receive health care, but you receive no moral credit for forcing others to do what you think is right. Ladies and gentlemen, I believe that our nation faces an unprecedented crisis in the form of our national debt, and that the $16 trillion that we see on the books is nothing compared to the unfunded liabilities that our government hides off the books. These liabilities are estimated to be over $200 trillion and include programs such as Social Security, Medicare, and our wars in Iraq and Afghanistan. And that doesn't count the devaluation of our currency happening every time that the Federal Reserve stimulates with another round of quantitative easing, which makes fools of those who save and destroys the purchasing power of those on fixed incomes and senior citizens. 30. Yep. I believe that neither progressivism nor conservatism offers any new ideas to solve the problems that I've outlined. My former boss, Judge Napolitano, he often argues that we don't have a two-party system in this country. He says we have one party. It has a left wing that likes welfare, war, socialism, bailouts, and we have a right wing that likes war, bailouts, and assaults on our privacy and tells us what drugs we can take and whom we can marry. Either way, they argue the state is the solution to our problem, and I disagree. Okay.
Where am I? How many, I'm actually curious, I just want to sort of gauge the audience. I was trying to do this earlier, talking to some of the folks around here. How many people identify as libertarian? How many people identify as conservative? Okay, you're daring. And how many people are progressive? Thank you for showing up. Thank you for showing up. I mean, it's a safe place for you. So good job. Yes, I'm the conservative. What does that mean? That means that one person said that Bill Buckley was a counter-revolutionary. I'm counter-revolutionary. I don't like revolutions. I don't like radical social change. I like social change. I think that's changed the very fabric of our being. It's how we are able to survive. It's our lifeblood. But I don't like radical change, because when the pendulum swings one way, it will swing back just as hard. Chesterton said that he is a conservative because, or he was a conservative, he's no longer with us, that he wants to alter nearly everything there is. Cursed, haughty, high-souled, well-informed, world-worrying, sky-scraping, hair-splitting, head-splitting, academic animal of a common quill-driving, social reformer gets up. I screwed up this quote. Anyway, he wants to change all of these things, and some social change guy walks up to him and says, "You're a conservative." It's a total misnomer. Conservatives do want change. They just want to moderate the pace. He was reading off everything. I mean, but I'll get down to the point. We are going to talk about morality today. They're going to say that morality doesn't matter. The state shouldn't legislate morality. The state does legislate morality. Libertarians push morality. It's just a different morality than what we're used to having it referred to. There is a common basis for all of this, which is that we believe that one thing is right. Whatever it is, we believe that there is a right and there is a wrong. We believe tyranny is wrong. We believe liberty is right. Right? And I'm going to talk to you about why the conservative position is a little bit more reasonable.
I'm sending smoke signals, Tonto style.